found object I'm going to use for the form to bend my swing over. 4-foot swing radius, that is. Ta-da! So now I've swung the radius and I've cut the wheat from the chaff. Got a little residual garbage to get rid of, but I got two halves of the frame with some framing material on them already. Yada. Okay, part B coming up. So this is the area that's going to have all these 80-pound flagstones put in it. And then this area over here, right where that pad is, used to be our picnic table, and a number of big overhanging trees all the way to the walkway over here. Yeah. And then the seating area, and this used to have a lawn and a bank of trees, and they're doing something now because one of the trees got blown over, so they took them all out. This pad is for a trash compactor for all the 4 buildings around here, around this courtyard. Solar, with electric backup, pretty cool. This seating area, I've been commissioned to put a modular rotating art base in the grove so that various people can install temporary public art. That's a cool project. Bending form with side railing, safety railing, so you don't fall off the edge. So then I'll put a covering over here next and proceed. Now we have the primary runners on both sides. Stopper here, I can clamp this way to get everything smashed, and I'm going to put a single piece of my core, 1/8 inch, across all that and glue it and staple it. Then I can glue the actual swing on. A little Hellboy action. There was a bubble. Oopsie. So, a little saw action. These push right down flat again. Pressure's released from this part. And I have the pre-curved. Ta-da! This has got tape on it so it doesn't stick. Screw it down. Repair. Repair executed. Bricolage 101. Client says make these all the same. And here's the wood he gave me. And these short ones have to have some added, but we also have to cut away the rot, so maybe a little fire there too. Okay. Worm sign. I got this. These got done. Those are originals. One missing a swoop-de-doo that's in somebody's possession. There's a new swoop-de-doo, and each of these had the rot cut off the back and a new piece added on. So that's basically it. Half glued core off the form. It's all right. I'm gonna refurbish this bowl. Munising, Michigan, yeah. Another bubble repair. I also ended up taking off a number of the side cleats. They're just too constraining. Okay. Looks and sounds like this. This, gotta take it in there about another 1/8 of an inch. Skins and blood. Resawn mahogany skins. So now we gotta make them all the same thickness, like an 1/8 to bend. Over that, right? These skins were cut 1/8 on the table saw, so it's nice and flat. And then I cut the middle out with a big bandsaw because the blade's not sharp enough to actually do a full resaw on this wide of the board. And then I'll put it through here, like so. Take the middle out, and I'll have a flat piece. Outer skin glued on. Okay, so now I'm cutting a relief, thusly, for the strips that will go here, so that we have a solid mahogany edge all the way around. And as you can see, it gets a bit grody. Let the chips fly. I didn't have the right size router, so I'm gonna have to clean some of this out by hand. Not much. The other side looks pretty good. Thank God for these in-feed and out-feed rollers on curves. What day is it? Brownie day. What day is it? Brownie day. Ralph. This shrinks. This is like, I don't know, it's long, but it shrinks to from here to there. That's about, hang on. Cut it down, it's a 2-footer. So you could make a really heavy doo-doo drawer from a triple track. What do they call that? Dovetail. Dovetail slide for one of your cabinets. Okay, later. Cutting the ends in. Whoopsie crazy. All right, here we go. Yeah, cutting the ends in. And, you know, this will be rabbited to that line, which will match up down there as soon as I cut this raggedy edge off. Strangely enough, they're all square. Okay. Position. Okay. Both edge bandings glued up. Cut and set. Ready for the end blocks, etc. I wonder if I'll get these glued in today. Edge banding. It goes in here. Every now and then you have an extra clamp, but not often. I think there's about 30 there. So we need to do a little fairing because things are not just like super flush. So this machine will do that. Fitting the last skin inside. Should have done it the other way around. So I got a little bit of trimming there. And well, I gotta cut it from there to there. That's not a 40 or not a 90. But it all looks tight. Tell you in a minute. Okay, so this one didn't quite fit tight, and then because so this one never made it into the rabbit at all. I have to cut that in because you know there's places where it just didn't glue right. I just did it backwards. Should have done the outside one once again. Okay, that block is clamped there in line with the rabbit. And I'm just going to take this saw like so and cut it. That's, you know, just hold it against there and cut. Voila. Now we need to chisel off the remainder. Got a nice wide chisel and a mallet. Flush cut the ears. Boom. Okay, these are the components.
What do they have for screw guns and stuff here?
Right behind you.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, garden glider. This is a preliminary setup, so I can measure to the pad what size frame and how far back I need to go so we get a full swing, and how high the cross rails have to be to both clear ahead and the feet. We got one side rounded over. Came out okay. There's a couple of gaps. There's a big fucker. I'll fix that. Otherwise, that's tight. Round over. Some rope laced through the fire escape grate to hang down and test my my big swing, which should be completed today. And I'm taking advantage of the lines to get some dimensions for the Japanese ornamental swing set for the frame. Going to have a nice ornamental frame with Japanese joinery in it, holding that up, and I'm going to make it a group project so that anyone that wants to learn Japanese joinery or layout or milling can get in on it. How about that? This is a preliminary setup, so I can measure to the pad what size frame and how far back I need to go so we get a full swing, and how high the cross rails have to be to both clear a head and the feet. Some rope laced through the fire escape grate to hang down and test my my big swing, which should be completed today. And I'm taking advantage of the lines to get some dimensions for the Japanese ornamental swing set for the frame. Going to have a nice ornamental frame with Japanese joinery in it, holding that up, and I'm going to make it a group project so that anyone that wants to learn Japanese joinery or layout or milling can get in on it. How about that? So now it's time to remove, that's a dovetail joint right there. Remove some the black epoxy that I filled the cracks with. It's fucking everywhere. Alright, what else? Woohoo! I got a scraper. Seriously sharp chisel. And a little hammer. I'm ready to go. Just a hand tool job. A lot of that sanding shit. Only the two ends left. They're pretty grizzly. I'm going to use a machine on them. But, you know, I got these roughed in. I can use a machine on those. Don't want to breathe this dust. Rope work for the big swing has begun. These are going to be the two yokes that hit the two holes in the swing and go up to the single point of the taw line. And I'm going to do a fucking blind man's cheating eye with wrap with the nice soft cotton braided. Okay, here's where we're at with the swing. Basically doing some, looks pretty good. Just a little final 220 sanding. The fillet I put in there that was done with a dovetail bit is filled with epoxy to make that a super bond. The splices are all tied in or braided in, however you want to look at it. And you know, I just want to even out some of those angular corners. And then I'll earl it. Okay. I'm looking like that. So obviously, got a little oil on it. What is all this crap? That's a good one. And still raw back there, I gotta flip it over. Alrighty then. Yeah, it's just for a photo shoot. We can't really swing on it. So this is the very first human in the swing. Ta-da! Thank you, Catherine. The swing in the concrete jungle instead of the tree. But it looks pretty happy. We got to stretch the line out, the rope, so before the kids get on it, if something happens, maybe. I doubt it. Okay, here's your introduction. The swing in the concrete jungle instead of the tree. But it looks pretty happy. We got to stretch the line out, the rope, so before the kids get on it, if something happens, maybe. I doubt it. Okay, here's your introduction. So here's the set. Sun coming over where we're doing the model photo shoots, which we just did the athletic one of. We're heading up to the one in the summer dress. Tight quarters.
Yeah, okay. Now let's try it without the book too.
Beautiful.
Good behind the scenes. I think the lighting on this angle is just not the best. It's better over here.
I can stand on one side.
Yeah, sure. Crazy. Crazy. And I'm so excited about that slow-mo one. That slow-mo thing I got. That was awesome. Okay.
Well, I should be able to compose a really nice montage out of this for the advertisement.
Absolutely. Nadoosh, if you want to post any of these on your Instagram, you can. Oh, that's a really cool one. Oh, whoa. Okay, you can come down. Look at that one.
Oh yeah, you nailed it.
Good job.
This is the photographic zone. I'm up on the landing of the fire escape. And the lovely pit, veranda pit. Fire escape view. Kinda nice up here. This is where the swing's hanging from. This is classic. There used to be a window there, but on the other side of the wall, the building that it went into is gone. So this is just a big empty parapet wall. Okay, this is where we're going to hang the swing, giant tree, and this is a boy and his dog. Yeah. Heaving away. That's about right.
That's about right there, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, can we tie it around the tree, or do we got to go up?
All right, say something for the camera.
Well, welcome to Joe Banks' house, and it's the swing's new home.